Okay, so this time I now have damage going. So you see here we have 7 ammo in the Shitterwaffen. We'll just pick this up. 11. Now we can fire it off. I've corrected it slightly, but it's still not entirely into the crosshair. But it'll do. Now, oh look, we're down to 4. So every time we fire off a round from it, then our ammo gets decreased and it deals damage. Yeah, so essentially the way it works is I have this macro set up so that way we have the branch, so your basic if statement to check whether our ammo is more than 0. If it is, then it takes our current ammo minus 1 and that sets it to our new ammo. We have our aim error here. That's a bit complex to explain, but we have our line trace, so it fires off that red line that when it hits something it goes green to show, and has that red square to show where it's hit. So we just simply break the hit result, get the actor, apply damage, and then we're good. This damage I may link to something else, so we have it linked to say a variable or a data table for the weapon, and it just gets the it just goes to the row and gets whatever the damage is set to. Currently it's at 80 and I just want it at a relatively high point. Excuse me. So it would be at around 80 points of damage, and a standard goblin would have about 70 points of health. So your single shot would effectively kill a single goblin, but I want to introduce a delay before you can fire again. So it becomes a big risk versus reward thing. The hammer Magnus is got its own base damage of about 30 points for your normal swing, so the rifle does more damage and it has greater range, but then you have to deal with how if you miss, or if you run low on ammo, you run out of ammo, then you could be in trouble. So you want to use your hammer, which does like 30 points of damage, relatively fast strike, so you'd end up doing like a 30, a 30 and a 40 on your 3 hit combo. Then you could just finish them off with a jump attack if that hasn't got them, and that'll probably knock them over and let you do an execution if I decide to implement that. The flamethrower I believe I'll have at roughly 20 DPS. That's just a guess number at the moment, so I'm not sure how well that'll work out, but it's just a starting point and I'll fine tune it later. But I have an idea of a burn time, so the longer you damage an enemy, the more it increases their burn time. And so like they still take damage after you've stopped with, like, you take your finger off the trigger and you know, you're not shooting out the fire, but they're still on fire for a maximum burn time of 5 seconds. So you hold it down for 10 seconds with them inside, then they get damaged for 15 seconds, but that last 5 seconds will be a bit reduced. Still, you get extra damage from it. I guess I might explain how the aim works. So I have this variable called aim error here, so this will be able to be set by any weapon you have, and it'll take into account whether you're moving or like how fast you are, or if you're falling, and then it'll increase the aim error, so that way the spread of your weapon will increase. So it just takes that, and then we go, like, say as just a number 5, so it would be 0 minus 5 going into the minimum, or plus 5 into the max. So it would go 5 to the left or 5 to the right of wherever you're aiming. That's just an example. It's like 0.005 currently. I just figure that with the rifle I want that to be sort of like a sniper, so it just fires very accurately as well. Obviously for something like a machine gun, where it's firing very quickly, I can set it so that way after a certain amount of rounds the aim error increases, or it's just in general higher. And we'll call it at that. See you next